Hey everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
You're watching Tesla Time News.
Episode 550.
And now you know.
Okay, we're going to be using a couple acronyms in this next story.
RDW means Rijksstaat voor het Wegverkeer, or the Netherlands Vehicle Authority. They are the Dutch government body that regulates whether Tesla's FSD, or full self-driving, technology can operate on Dutch roads. So what is going on in Europe right now, as far as we, obviously Americans, understand it, is that Tesla has gotten the RDW in Netherlands to agree to evaluate FSD and consider whether it is safe to use on Dutch roads.
The Dutch. The RDW and Tesla have now reportedly agreed that February 2026 will be the target month for Tesla to demonstrate whether FSD is compliant with the regulations.
Now, to get all of the European Union to allow FSD, since the EU has no provisions for such a technology on the books, under EU Regulation 2018/858, the manufacturer,
that's Tesla,
may seek an exemption for unregulated features like FSD by first getting one member state,
in this case the Netherlands,
to submit a formal request to the European Commission on Tesla's behalf. This would then become a decision for the EU's TCMV.
Gotcha. With another acronym.
The Technical Committee for Motor Vehicles. That is made up of representatives from each of the 27 EU member states. If a majority of that committee, at least 15 members, vote in favor, and those states that do vote in favor combined total at least 65% of the total EU population, then all of the EU can use FSD.
And there was much rejoicing.
What happens if Tesla doesn't get at least 15 votes?
Then only the provisional approval from the Netherlands would remain in effect for a 6-month grace period after the TCMV's vote, which means basically Europe would not get FSD, and even the Netherlands would have to give up FSD after 6 months.
Dutch hater!
So, do you think that Tesla will have at least 15 votes?
Well, first, we got to get the Netherlands RDW to grant a provisional approval, right? If we don't do that, then it's never going to go to the EU anyway. So they have to apply to the EU Commission for full EU approval.
Okay, so what can we all do to help FSD in Europe?
Well, since the RDW is going to be making the first decision, I would reach out to the RDW.
But the RDW just said, in the message on X, Tesla calls on Tesla drivers to thank the RDW and express their enthusiasm about this planning to us by contacting us. We thank everyone who has already done so and would like to ask everyone not to contact us about this. It takes up unnecessary time for our customer service. Moreover, this will have no influence on whether or not the planning is met.
Look, I was an elected official for 24 years, and I know from my own experience that messages from the public had a big impact on my attention to matters before my board. So if the RDW posted to stop contacting them, then keep contacting them.
Because it must be working.
So these are the 7 members of the RDW, and this is the RDW contact webpage with phone numbers, chat, and contact form links. Be super polite. Be positive. Tell them in your own words why you think they should seriously consider Tesla's FSD on Netherlands and EU roads.
Remind them how safe it is. It's 7 times safer than human drivers in the US.
Remind them how this technology will allow for the disabled and aging drivers to have their independence.
And remind them how the technology is cleaner, quieter, and cheaper than existing cars.
RDW also has an X account at RDWNL. You can talk to them there, although they don't post much. And just to remind everyone, the European Parliament posted on X last year, almost 20,000 people lost their lives on EU roads in 2024. Parliament is taking action to tackle this issue. And Yunta Sai said autonomy can save lives.
And 14 minutes ago, as of recording this, Elon said yes.
I mean, so this is a good sign. The Parliament knows that there's an issue that they have to fix, and the best way to fix it would be autonomy. So remind them of that, their own post.
Is there a poly-market bet on this?
I don't know. That's a great question. We should find out what the market thinks.
I don't know. Because
when I read that 65% of the population had to be represented in the yes vote, like that's going to be a tough vote.
I do wonder what happens if they say no. Can you get another country to do it and then have to go through the whole process again? Or
Maybe.
Is it just that you never get to do it? No, we would never have autonomy. Screw you and your stupid autonomy. All right. Thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this episode.
Tesla reports revenue growth of 12% after 2 down quarters in a row.
But despite the higher revenue and achieving record vehicle deliveries during the quarter, Tesla profits fell by 37%.
Depending on where you get your news, you might not have heard about this, or the story might look completely different.
Follow the story at ground.news/NYK, and you'll see how uneven the coverage is. Out of over 100 reporting sources that Ground News analyzed, basically all the coverage came from left-leaning outlets.
You can see how different headlines are framing the story. Left-leaning coverage frames Tesla's record sales with looming earnings woes and massive profit decline, and they're also linking the declined performance to Elon's political involvement.
While right-leaning coverage explicitly attributes Tesla's performance drops with the regulatory credit decline from the Trump administration's climate policy.
And when news is filtered through political lenses, it's almost impossible to get the full story, and the result is more outrage, more confusion, and more conflict.
That's exactly why we keep partnering with Ground News, an app and website that doesn't just show you the most important stories of our time, they show you the bias, credibility, and financial interests driving the different narratives.
Ground News was founded by a former NASA engineer with one mission in mind: to help people break free from echo chambers and see the full picture.
And we just knew that our viewers would love what they've built.
They've also been recognized by the Nobel Peace Center for their impact on media literacy, saying that it's an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview, which is exactly why we use Ground News.
And why we've partnered with them to get you guys 40% off when you subscribe to their unlimited access Vantage plan, the same plan we've been using every day. Just click our link, ground.news/NYK in the description, or scan the QR code to subscribe.
Ground News helps us stay curious, think critically, and stay grounded, and we know it'll do the same for you. So Elon reposted this from The Boring Company. The Cybertruck fleet just added to the Vegas loop, shown here traveling between the Las Vegas Convention Center and the Encore Resort. That's really cool. I wonder if you can choose, like if you're waiting for a car and you see a Model Y and you're like, oh, can I just wait for a Cybertruck? And The Boring Company posted this on a rainy day in Bastrop, Texas. Proof-Rock 5 has left the factory. Will begin tunneling by December 1st, hoping for a step function increase in speed.
And the president of The Boring Company, Steve Davis, said that within 2 to 5 years, The Boring Company could cut tunneling costs to about $10 million per mile.
That still sounds expensive.
For comparison, it currently costs $500 million or $3 billion per mile.
Oh, okay, so it is way cheaper.
And if you believe our local government, it takes about $1 million a mile to put in sidewalks. So we're getting close to the point where it'll be cheaper to put in tunnels than sidewalks.
Elon said one day Proof-Rock will beat the snail. Come on, it hasn't beat the snail yet. And Elon said it's a game changer. Buildings are 3D, which requires transport to be 3D to solve congestion. Many layers of tunnels underground to impedance match to the many floors of buildings above ground. And before you know it, The Boring Company's first tunnel to the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas will be opening. The goal is for Q1 of 2026, so that's just a few months away.
It's expected to transport up to 20,000 people per hour.
Per hour?
For 50 to 80% less than an actual Uber.
Yeah, downtown to the airport will cost about $12 and take about 8 minutes.
Airport to the convention center will cost $10 and take about 5 minutes.
That is way better than sitting in traffic.
It's way better than waiting for an Uber. Oh, I have to walk halfway across the world to get to the Uber pickup lot because everyone hates Uber so much that I have to go to the taxi stand instead.
Will they have slot machines in the cars, do you think?
Euro NCAP is the European New Car Assessment Program, which crash tests cars for safety evaluation in Europe.
The new Tesla Model Y just received a 5-star rating from NCAP, even better scores than the last Model Y.
And one thing a lot of people don't know is that Tesla tracks accidents on their cars to see where the most frequent places their cars get hit and then improve those areas with each new release.
Now, you may not have noticed it, as I didn't, that Tesla recently made a change that many people did not like in their nav map in the over-the-air update 2025.38, which came out in mid-November.
What did that change do?
It removed the city names from the list of supercharger stops on your trip. Basically, it simplified the list. So if you're going between many cities, it would just like list the supercharger without the city next to it. People didn't like it, but luckily Tesla drivers who did notice it and didn't like it complained to Tesla, and now Max Zager, Tesla's head of supercharging, just posted. The naming change should have happened at once instead of in 2 sequential steps. That was a big miss on our end. We do listen to the community and we do course correct fast. The accelerated fix rolled out last night. The Tesla app is updated and most in-car touchscreens should be in the next 24 hours. By December, it will be even better, showing the common name / amenities just below the site name too. Not easy to make everyone happy, but we'll keep improving and listening.
Oh, so that's really cool. So like if it was at a Burger King, it would say Burger King, or a Shake Shack, it would say Shake Shack. And Toby Mulhauser said, thanks, Mac DeZager and Tesla Charging, for being on X, listening to the community, and switching back to the old namings of Supercharger locations.
If you needed another excuse to be on X, this is one of them. You can talk to the people at Tesla.
And they listen.
All right, it's time for our Patreon bonus stories on Patreon today. Don't forget to enter for your chance to win that Tesla diecast 1/18 scale Model 3 model.
And we've got Patreon bonus stories just for our lovely patrons. We'll see you wonderful patrons over on Patreon.
And we're back from our Patreon bonus stories. Time for our shout outs. These are the amazing people who support us for $5 or more every month. Who do we got today?
Alex Jefferson,
Dean Jacobs,
Jim Barclay,
Mats Matheson,
and Rockhead. Thank you so much for supporting us. We can't do this show without you.
All right, it's time for Elon's X's of the week. Elon said murderers, where there is unequivocal evidence of guilt, should be hanged, as has been the case throughout history. He said the sun is 99.8% of all mass in our solar system. Even if you somehow burn Jupiter and everything that is not the sun in a fusion reactor, the sun would still round up to 100% of all energy. The sun is all that matters long term. Elon's America PAC posted just a reminder that voter ID is overwhelmingly popular and is not a partisan issue.
Elon said the will of the people should be made law.
Elon went on to say voter ID is crucial to prevent fraud and save democracy in America. America should not have worse voter ID requirements than every democratic country on earth. California and New York actually banned use of ID to vote. It is illegal to show your ID in those states. The only reason to do this is fraud.
Elon said it's incredibly cruel of so many judges to push murderous thugs on the innocent public, and double shame on anyone who funds them to do so. It is really funny to me because if the judges were like, Joey Mittens Kapowski, and, whenever Vito Scaludi shoots up the local bank, he goes, he didn't really mean to do it, and he lets him back on the street. And everybody knows that Joey Mittens always treats everybody with kid gloves.
This is Judge Joey Mittens.
Joey Mittens, Judge at Large, right? We would all go, a corrupt judge. How terrible. Let's get him out of his chambers. We don't need a corrupt judge letting the mob. It's just so funny when it's like, but this was just a random violent act. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is the difference between organized crime and disorganized crime? I think that's what Elon is pushing here. It's like, hello, we wouldn't stand for it.
Yeah.
If you could make a documentary about it and it was like, and so the Kapowski family were well known in the Chicago area, we would all go like, oh yes, that's bad.
Elon said the legacy FKA mainstream media does not care at all about white or Asian lives. Why? SMX posted this. This is Giga Texas, one of the largest factories in the world, over 10 million square feet, 5 times the size of the U.S. Pentagon, making it one of the biggest buildings on the planet by footprint.
Elon said it's like the opening to Spaceballs.
The building just keeps going and going. We experience that every time we go to Texas.
Every time you drive past it.
It's good. You can't miss it. You can't be like, wait, where's the factory?
Yeah, we're really lucky that they built a highway right next to it.
Elon reposted this from Tesla North America saying, new at the Tesla Diner, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie with a cyber fork, no less. Tesla posted FSD supervised drives like the best chauffeur imaginable.
We got 14.2. All right, so we just got 14.2 on both our Model Y and the Cybertruck, so we are going to go film that. It is hard not to want to just run and do it the second. We will share it with you on Thursday's show. How about that?
That's Thanksgiving.
All right.
We'll have a lot to be thankful for.
Elon said on Instagram or Facebook, misgendering a trans person resulted in an immediate ban, but trafficking child prostitution allowed 17 strikes. That was actually found in secret documents.
Oh,
great. Awesome. That's so great. All right, it's time for Supercharger Reviews. Let's see what people have found out there in the world.
Hey there, Zach and Jesse and TTN folks in Waukegan, Illinois today on a road trip from Western Canada to almost Eastern Canada. So Waukegan, Illinois, nice location, 20 pods here. It's fairly quiet. Just off the highway, not too bad of a location, but what's nice is they have some level 2 charging here, which is great because there's some type of facility here. I'm gonna go over and take a look at this. I'm not sure what they're doing in this huge tent. Some type of entertainment facility of some kind. So yeah, great location. Check it out. Now you know.
Hey Zach and Jesse, this is Thanks coming to you from the new version 3 8-stall Supercharger station in Sun City Center, Florida. It's between Tampa and Bradenton, Florida. A lot of amenities in the area across the street. You've got a Wendy's and a Bob Evans and a Denny's. And then here in this parking area, you've got a convenience store that's associated with the Shell service station, along with a Subway in there. You've got a tropical smoothie cafe if you wanted to grab a smoothie. Additional food items that you have in here is you've got a German restaurant. It's a sit-down restaurant. You've got a Greek and a quick service restaurant. You've got a local donut shop that's in the shopping center. Dunkin' Donuts, got a Baskin Robbins, and then you've got additional shopping things in here. You've got a Home Depot, a Beals, Beals, a Beals outlet. And overall, I think I'd rate this a 8 out of 10. Now you know.
Thank you so much for doing Supercharger Reviews. We've got a map on our website where you can upload your own review of Supercharger sites, and you can view everybody else's just in case you're going on a road trip for, I don't know, Thanksgiving.
Don't forget, last chance to get the diecast Model 3. I know you want it,
Still
but
in its
it's going out
plastic.
to our patrons. Be a lucky winner. Free to enter over on Patreon. We'll see you guys there, and we'll see you guys on Thursday for the Thanksgiving show.
Thanks so much, everybody. Now you know.